What's going on, everybody? And welcome to episode 6 of the Male Toxicity Show. That's right, guys. Welcome, everybody. Sorry we're late, but we're gonna give you a good show today. We started an hour later, but it's okay, man. Everybody, Maze is with us. What's going on, Mazarus? What's going on, my brother?
Hey guys, thanks.
All right, no doubt. All right, everybody on the panel. Listen, guys, your favorite people are gonna say hi to you, and we're gonna start off with Steph.
Hey guys, it's Steph from the cantina and just hanging out with the boys. Got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, so get ready.
All right, and then the next person will be the Star Wars dad,
What's
John.
going on, everyone? We got a great show for you tonight. And after this show tonight, come check out my channel. I will be destroying a Disney loving Star Wars fan about the new Galaxy's theme park. So come check me out after this show's over. And let's all just have a great time tonight. We're going to have a great show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And of course, you've got to say to the most weaponized Master Jedi on the motherfucking on the mod job. Of course, it's Mox Rocks. What's going on, my brother? Say hello to the people.
Hey everybody, what's up? Mox Rocks, YouTube's favorite mod. Here, D Live, everywhere.
No doubt. And of course, we're gonna go to Maze. Again, he's gonna say hi. Go ahead, Maze.
Hey, what's up? It's your favorite internet clown.
Yeah, there we go, man. All right. Well, before we start, I just want to thank all you guys, man. This is episode 6. You guys have been keeping it strong. You guys deserve a lot, and we're gonna try to give it to you, Mara Jade. If you show up or anybody wants to basically pass this message to Mara Jade, her prize has been sent. Yes, yes, yes. And Steph, your mug has been sent. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Now, you're welcome. Peace to James Clark. Peace to Stick Kenobi. Peace to Candy Cane. No doubt. Peace to Han Star. What's going on, my man? No doubt. Peace to everybody on the show, man. Peace to Tommy Temper. What's going on, Tommy Temper? No doubt, man. And basically, man, let's get down with this show, man. And Shaq Skywalker. What's going on, Shaq?
Yes, Shaq has been with all of us for a long time, along with James Clark. Big shout outs to you guys. We love you.
Yep.
Hey Aaron, hey James.
Yes, and Thomas Gilkey. What's going on, Thomas? Welcome to the Male Toxicity Show, brother. No doubt. All right, now, the first thing we're going to open up with, guys, of course, it's that time of the season, whether you either have a girl or you don't have a girl. And if you have a girl, of course, you've got a promise ring or you've got, an engagement ring or something. Or if you're married, which is what we're going to get into, you've bought her a nice diamond ring. Now, my question here, and I know the panel is going to have a lot of input on this. But before I get into this, I want to say, everybody, go check out the Peter Mayhew Foundation. Definitely. Check them out. Now, this is the question, guys. And we're going to start it off, of course, with the real lady on the panel. Do diamond rings define your love in your marriage?
No.
Okay.
I got a nice one.
Mhm.
But no, he could have given me a piece of wood that had a thing in it. I could stick my finger in it and still be the same thing.
Right.
Their tradition, I'll tell you a little story about why it goes on that finger. The Romans believed that the artery that was in that finger and the veins on the left hand side went up through your shoulder and into your heart. That's why that ring went on that finger. It's a tradition. It's a beautiful tradition. I'm not much into jewelry. I don't wear a lot of it.
Right.
I've got quite a bit, but I don't wear it a lot. When you own a thoroughbred racehorse and you do a lot of shooting and stuff, you kind of can't wear big earrings and all the rest of that stuff. But no, it's important. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a diamond either. It could be a ruby. It could be an emerald. It could be a sapphire. It's important, I think, but also to the guys, don't go out and break your necks to buy something really expensive.
Mm,
You know,
beautiful.
my best friend's ring it's gotta be the most high quality diamond I've ever seen in my life, but it's not as it's not big.
Right.
You know, he got what he could afford, and they never traded it in for anything else. Why would they do that? It's a memory of where you were when you got engaged. Okay, and
Right.
that's what you gotta remember with a diamond.
Got you. Got you. All right. Next victim. We're gonna get down, and of course, it's John. Let us know, man. Does a diamond ring define your love in a marriage? In your in a marriage?
Well, no. If if you want to talk about real love, if the two of y'all are willing to tickle each other's asses, I think you love each other. So
That shit again, John.
Wah, wah.
Oh shit, Mox, my man, Mox. Does a diamond ring define your love in the marriage?
No, not to me. Me and my girl have been together for over 10 years, and for a lot of reasons, we can't get married. It would affect our money. But to me, it's never been about the ring. It's about the actions. It's about what I'm willing to put into it, what I'm willing to work for, and show her by my actions that the ring is irrelevant. It's the
Right.
love that keeps us together. That's what is important in our relationship, not the material stuff.
Understood. Understood. Wow. Maze, how does a diamond ring define your love in the marriage?
No, no. My partner's into amethyst, so I got
Oh,
to buy on the cheap. You know what I mean?
yeah, but
No,
amethyst is
beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't. My opinion about the whole diamond thing is to each their own, but also don't shit on somebody because they like a different. I mean, you could tell me you want uh, a kidney stone on your wedding band. I don't care. I mean, you do what you want.
Oh shit, a kidney stone on a wedding band. That's gotta be a cannibal's love. A cannibal's token of his appreciation for his partner. A fucking kidney stone. That's original. Oh shit. Okay. Now we're going to go into the comment sections here. Hanstar says if she thinks it's about the ring, then that's not the lady I want.
Yep.
Yep. I have to agree with you on that, Hanstar. Now, the second part to this question is: should men marry after 5 years of being together with a woman? And we're gonna go to John.
okay, I'll actually get serious now, but um marriage. Okay, marriage is not for everyone.
Right.
Myself, everyone knows I am very, very religious. I have very deep-seated religious views. I believe that if you cannot move towards marriage with someone, you don't need to be with them. Um, but if someone loves you enough, I believe yes, you should take the plunge and get married. A lot of people say that it's just a slip of paper. It's not a slip of paper. When you actually get married, it's very, very intimate. It's a very intimate setting, and you are actually giving yourself over to that person that you actually do marry. Um, Two people are becoming one person. That's what marriage is.
Right. So let me ask you a question. How long do you think that should take, or should that just happen comfortably?
I've seen people look at each other and fall in love, instantly. And within 6 months, they're married. And I've seen their relationships last and last and last. And then I've seen people that have dated for 10 years before they ever thought about getting married. I think it's just a personal decision.
Understood. Understood. Okay, Stephanie.
Well, I'm gonna take it from the girl's point of view because and it's gonna kind of sound harsh. If you've been with the guy longer than 2 years, and you really are into each other, you love each other, there's actually a commitment there. He didn't ask you to marry him.
Hmm.
It's time to say, what do you want? You
Right.
know,
Right.
and the reason why simply is this. Women are finite, if you know what I mean.
Right.
You know, and if you want children, if you want all this stuff, you know, you need to know. I mean, you know, my husband, we met in 2001. We were engaged in 2003. We got married in 2004.
Right.
That's pretty much the standard. All right. And it's like, look, if you're going to spend more than 2 years with her, and you're still hung about marriage,
Right.
I got to ask you questions. Do you really want this woman? Is she
Right.
wasting your time? And I'm not saying anything wrong about people who are just like, well, we're not thinking about that right now.
Right. Right.
But I am saying that because a lot of women get themselves trapped in a situation, and they could have a better opportunity somewhere else. You know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And
Right.
it's not fair to her if you don't love her enough to marry her. You
Gotcha.
love her enough to be with her, but you don't love her enough to make that commitment.
Beautifully
And
said,
that's
man.
something my father would say that to my brother.
Whew.
Okay? My
Yeah.
father was married 51 years to my mom.
Right.
Right? So that's coming from him. And that's something my husband would say to our sons, or I would say to them. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because
yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was just gonna say that my father always told me, you know, if you can't see yourself across a dinner table with a woman, don't even bother. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were gonna say, Steph? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Basically the same thing, because like I said, our lives are finite, and a lot of us want to have something solid. Despite all the SJW feminazi shit, most women aren't like that.
Right. Right.
Okay. It really, I mean, we're really not. And you know, when they said that, well, single women are happier. No, they're not. I don't know a single woman. A woman who's single who's happier than I am. I don't.
I see.
So,
And
you know.
yeah, I totally agree with you. You know, I mean, why? Look, like you said, been together 2 years. You know, that's 24 months. I mean, you know, that's time you never get back. So if you're gonna build something, it's either gonna take off or it's not. You know,
Yep.
I
Yep.
understand exactly what you're saying. Mox, what do you think? Should men marry after 5 years of being together with a woman?
Well, I've always been very conservative in my approach and everything in life, and especially when it comes to a major decision. Um, me and my girl had been together, I guess, about 7 years before I finally did ask her.
Right.
I'd always stayed single. I'd never got married, and I wasn't really sure that at my age I even wanted to begin that.
Right.
After 7 years and some things happened where her health got kind of twisted, I realized that I couldn't live without her. And
Right.
I knew at that time I had to ask, even if it was a civil union marriage, because of legalese of our situation. I knew
Right.
that was something in my heart that had to be done.
Right. Wow. Okay. And Maze, what do you think, brother?
You guys have talked to me before. I've been through a lot of shit,
Right.
pain wise, and the point is, I guess I'm old school, and so marriage is for me.
Right.
Over the years, however, I've gotten to know people and listen to them talk, and you listen to people long enough, people these days don't fucking respect the institution of marriage at all.
Right.
They go through with it, and you know, they get all whiny that they went through with it and they didn't think it out correctly. And, you know, I could get deeper into that, but I won't. What I will say is this. If you're doing right by you, being true to yourself, you're going to be in something that's really special and that will last a long time. I have seen people that have been together for 50 fucking years and never got married. And they're the most perfect example of an amazing couple.
Right.
Love each other and are never going to walk out on each other. But I mean, for me, it's what I prefer. But I understand why it's not for everybody. I mean, Mox is one of many examples of why it's not.
Right.
You know, just take a good look at people and see how true they're being to themselves when they're in a relationship. You know, you can tell right away if they're having like problems and shit, and they're not one party in the relationship's not respecting the other. I mean,
right.
I do agree with John. For me personally, marriage makes it that much more special. It is a bond. It is something that you can't break.
Correct.
I mean, it's there to elevate the two of you. But
Got you.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Yeah, that's fucking beautifully said. Everybody, I want to say what's up to Demonic. What's going on, Demonic Investigations? And also, we've got Craig from Reviews for You. What's up, Craig?
Oh man, same old, same old. Listen to y'all going on and on and on about how beautiful marriage is. All right, I've been through marriage twice. Both of them bitches could die. I don't care.
Yeah,
I
the male
didn't
toxicity
cheat on either one of them. But I didn't cheat on either one of them. I always tried to help them. I always tried to help them do whatever they wanted to do. I always tried to help them achieve whatever they wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
Man, fuck the bitches.
I hear you. I mean, marriage isn't for everyone. I understand. I've been through 2 marriages myself, guy. I know exactly what you mean. You know what I mean? It's not for some people, but for some people it is. You know what I mean? And those that believe in that strongly, I mean, don't let us try to, how do you say, just try to push you away or discourage you from even trying to get eloped or anything.
I think it's fair to say most of us believe in making it work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, when I ask somebody to marry me, that's not a choice. I mean, that's not a decision I take lightly.
Right.
So apparently, 90% of women nowadays, oh shit, I can always just get a divorce.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
that's not how I was raised.
No, I was raised either.
Yeah, Craig's getting into that area I said I wasn't going to go to.
Craig always goes there. That's why we fucking love him. All right, guys. Now we're gonna talk about some male fashion here. This is would you or I mean, would you wear this or would you wear that? We did that last week, and we're gonna do it with we did it with sneakers and shoes. Now we're going to do it today with jeans or shorts. Which one you rather be, caught dead in? Jeans or shorts? Me, personally, I don't wear shorts. I love jeans. I would wear jeans in fucking 95 to 110 degree. I'd wear jeans in Phoenix, Arizona, if you let me. Because I love jeans. Peace to the Red Glove Militant, all the check-in. What's going on, my brother? But yeah, I'm all about jeans. Steph?
Well, it depends. I mean, Rudy will wear jeans, Rudy will wear shorts, and he wears cargo shorts, Guys always have the cool shorts. I love cargo shorts. You guys get them. Us girls used to. Now we don't.
Right.
It just depends. Like, I'll wear jeans. I like them. I think the reason why is because I'm around a 1,200-pound animal, and it's just safer. Trust me, if you're wearing shorts, you'll get bitten by the same bugs that are biting her, and it hurts like a motherfucker. Sorry for the F word. And the bruises you get if she slams into you by accident are legendary. So jeans to me are practical. I wear shorts. I like them. I have several pair.
Right.
On Rudy, he looks good in either. It just depends,
Right.
It just where we live. It just depends.
Right. I got you. Maze, would you be caught in jeans or would you be caught in shorts?
Shorts wherever I can get away with it. I function at higher temperatures than most people.
Gotcha.
I sweat like a pig.
Gotcha. So shorts. That's it. It's just whenever you can, it's gonna be fucking shorts.
Yeah, I mean, jeans are going to be not on a regular basis, but if it's cold outside, yeah. But yeah, shorts wherever I can get away with it, especially at home. I'm going to find me a pair of freaking jeans at home.
Okay.
What? It sounds like we've got aliens trying to break into our transmission.
That's Hillary Clinton.
That's Hillary Clinton fucking with us. All right, man.
She's trying to bleach bit this channel. That's what she's trying to do.
She's trying to bleach bit the. Oh shit. Okay, man. Mox, would you be caught dead in jeans or in shorts, my bro?
Oh man, for me it don't make a difference if I'm laying around the house. It's definitely going to be shorts.
Right.
If it's hot as hell outside, like it has been this past week, I am certainly going to chill out and wear shorts outside.
Gotcha.
If any other time, I pretty much want to do jeans, especially like in the colder months. And if I'm going outside to work or if I'm going out in the woods to, go hiking or, track or hunt or whatever, yeah, I definitely want some jeans on.
Awesome. Awesome. And Craig, jeans or
Shorts.
shorts? Shorts?
Shorts. The only time I wear jeans is if it's fucking cold.
Right.
If it ain't cold, I wear shorts. But I mean, then again, I grew up on the beach, so shorts, flip flops, is pretty much what I had to wear. But I just shorts let everything hang and they let everything breathe. And every now and then you're liable to get a little, a little, little turtleneck hanging out there at the bottom, and a little prairie dog or some shit,
Yeah. Fucking nut. Star Wars dad. John, would you be caught dead in shorts or in jeans, brother?
Dude, I am a true to God Florida boy. Um, raised and live on the beach, man. So it's always going to be either shorts or a swimsuit. And even if it's cold, I will wear shorts up until the time that I actually start freezing. So it's definitely going to be shorts all year long.
which
Got
is
you.
62 fucking degrees in Florida. Them bitches is freezing.
Damn
Yeah.
right.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, man. As soon as it hits like a 60-degree, it feels like it's fucking 30 out here. I'm serious.
You guys.
Yeah, it's a
oh my
true
God.
story, dude. I had to look fishing the pro tour. I had to be down there every year for a month and a half, and I see all these some bitches out there in jackets and all this other shit. It's 62 degrees at night. They're out there in jackets and sweatshorts, and it gets up to like 81, 82 in the daytime, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all people? Bitch, it's sleeting where I just came from. Shit, this is nice.
Yeah.
I'm sitting out there on the porch at my damn rental cabin in a damn wife beater, a pair of sandals, and a freaking pair of shorts.
I hear you, man. It gets fucking crazy, man. Especially out here, man. When it gets hot, it gets fucking hot, man.
Dude,
And
there's nothing better than being on the beach in a pair of shorts, having a damn fishing pole in the water, and if you ain't catching shit fishing, you're catching a buzz with a 12-pack.
right, gotcha. Anybody know where that noise is coming from?
I just muted mine. It's not me.
Okay, it
It's not
stopped.
me.
It stopped. Yeah, it's you know what it is? It's the censorship that's going on. Those are the scanners. Those are scanners going off to see if they catch us talking, but it's all right. Okay, now we're gonna go into one of our favorite segments, of course. This has a lot of education. You guys will most likely find this very educational and fucking comedic at the same time. My man, the Star Wars dad, John is going to plug a product that is going to blow your fucking mind, guys. Of course, you hear Steph. We already know what it is. I mean, yeah. John, I can't. Go ahead, bro.
All right, buddy. All right. Men, have you just ever had bad days where you just blow shit out of your ass and you have that unfresh feeling? I have a product for you. Dude wipes. pH balanced directly for your ass.
Dude wipes.
Dude wipes comes in 3 different fragrances as far as colognes go, but it is guaranteed to take the dingleberries your hair and leave you fresh and clean. So if it interests you, check into Dude Wipes, sold on Amazon.
Is that what it's called? Dude wipes?
Dude Wipes.
Holy shit. The stick
And
says,
they're-
yeah, the stick says I use sandpaper as wipes because I'm a Viking.
he's a Swede. He's not a Viking. He's a Swede. I'm gonna get so much shit for that. So this is all right. Are they toilet? Can you throw them away in the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like Tux,
Oh, they look like Tux medicated pads.
but
Right,
they're not
so-
medicated. They're probably a little bit bigger and
Mm.
So they're like you know, when you go to the toilet, when you go to the toilet paper section, they do have those wipes.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's the old people grabbing them. Okay, all right, I get
Holy
it now.
shit.
Because you know, we've got a grinder pump that is very cynical about things that it doesn't know.
Right.
And it's already given us a lot of shit lately. You know, not kidding either. So okay, if it's toilet bowl accessible, hey, you know, go for it, boys.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Hey,
Keep your
Steph.
homies clean.
Hey,
What?
hey, Steph. Stig got your back. You might want to read the comment section.
I can't see it.
Oh, okay. You want me to read it? Are you sure? He
Yeah.
says, Stig says, Steph is so fat she has to butter her hips in order to squeeze through the front door at Walmart.
I'm not fat, but okay, Stag.
He said she called me a Swede. She gets it.
I'm not the one who started that. Craig was.
Oh shit. Okay, guys. Well, you know, what the next segment here is going to be prostate checkups. What is a good age to get into a good checkup? You know, to get yourself checked out. And I want to let Mox take this over. Go ahead, Mox.
Okay. When it comes to something like that, I think the first thing that men find is in your early 30s, it's not really a concern at all. It's usually when you get around to late 30s to around maybe about 38 to 40, you really have to start considering having your health checked out in a lot of different ways that, you know, previously would have never occurred to you. That as men, our bodies begin to change in our mid 30s. And as we get to our 40s, all kinds of things, including prostate issues, come up that you have to have checked. Your blood pressure, your vision, your vitamin levels. If you don't take care of these type things, you will run into serious issues that can lead to surgeries, cancers, death, all kinds of health complications. At the end of that, the best thing that a man can really do is start looking into that in his mid to late 30s, just to be on the safer side of things.
I hear that. I mean, me when I got it checked out, I got it checked out at the age of 37, and everything came out great. You know, there was a little bit of scare because, like the doctor said, he found something, but it wasn't anything that I had to worry about. It was just food. So I was happy about that. I got it over with, but I was nervous as fuck. But out of experience, guys, this is something that has to be done. Craig, what age do you think it's good for a gentleman to go get his whole ass mechanics checked out?
Seriously? I mean, really, seriously,
Honestly.
Oh, God. From what I understand, when you get 40.
Right.
But I'm good, man. I don't need to see what's up my ass. I'm good.
I got you.
I mean, there's plenty of people out there with their head up their own ass, so I don't really need to be one of them.
Right.
It's not real attractive, especially if it's a female doctor, and if it's a male doctor, it's extremely weird.
Gotcha.
So it's like a lose-lose situation.
Yeah. I got you, bro. Maze, what age do you think that men, you know, their prostate checked out?
well, having type 2 diabetes with advanced complications, I can tell you my doctor pretty much forces it on me every time. So,
Right.
Probably 40.
40.
I mean, did you ever hear the Dice Clay bit about it when he's
No.
talking about getting it done in like his early 20s?
Oh, and he tells the doctor, I mean, talk to me dirty, tickle me for
Just when I'm about to leave, the guy jams a finger up my ass.
He jams a finger up my ass. So I tell him, hey doc, well, talk dirty to me, tickle it a little bit.
Yeah, I think it. In all seriousness, it should be 40s. Is just a nice round number, unless you start having problems before, which I did.
Right. I hear you. Oh shit! Demonic investigation says I'd rather die of ass cancer than get fingered.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Let me tell you a story.
Go ahead, Steph.
John would disagree with you.
My favorite, my favorite novelist, Vince Flynn. I got to meet him in 2010.
Right.
He was 47 when he died of prostate cancer. They couldn't find it. They did the PSA test. They did all that stuff. They didn't realize he had it till it went into his hip bones.
Ooh.
And he'll have 2 beautiful daughters, a beautiful wife who looks like a freaking Barbie doll.
Oh man.
He was probably the coolest person I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Literally. His books are legendary. If you want to read a good alpha male kick-ass book, grab the book Consent to Kill by Vince Flynn.
What is it? What is it?
Consent to Kill.
Okay, Consent to Kill. Remember that, guys. Consent to Kill. Definitely.
Yeah, it's.
I'm gonna have that.
Yeah.
I was going to add.
Not the book, but I mean, I do have consent.
Yeah, you do. Okay. No, but really, it's not something to screw around with.
Right.
So if like 38, 40 years old, suck up your pride and do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because after what he went through, he was 6'3".
Yeah.
When he died, he weighed less than 150 pounds.
Oh man, yeah. That shit
He
eats you up.
was.
Yeah.
I mean, people who saw him before it happened were like, and he was a big. He played defensive end, so you know how big he was.
Yeah, he was about a good to 200 and something pounds, 250,
Yeah.
maybe 60. Yeah.
He was a huge man. And nicest guy you'd ever. Oh God, he was great.
Wow.
And every time I think about him, I get misty-eyed because he was one of those people that I think probably could help change the world.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
taken too soon, and it just, it's that's why I always tell people, guys, going, well, I don't want to do it. I bring him up.
Yeah.
He
Yep.
wrote 13 bestsellers. One of them actually was made into a movie.
Hmm.
And it's like, now, go do it, because he could still be doing this.
Yeah.
He could still, that's a voice we needed.
Yeah.
And so anyway, guys, just do it. Suck
When-
up your pride.
When I
Yeah.
was 18, I had my first physical, and they actually didn't do the butt test. They did like an X-ray of the abdomen.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's something they do when you're young enough, but I mean, if you're that squeamish and you're still young, you might ask about that instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I look at it like this. If you got a kinky wife or girlfriend, you're probably getting a prostate exam once a week.
God damn it, John.
Well, just like they're getting tested for breast cancer every week too. So
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit, kid. Oh my God. All right. Well, now that we got that out the way, it is time to destroy politics. That's right. I promised you this last week. Okay, we all promised you this. So this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to destroy all demtards and politics. Okay? We all know what's going on. Okay? The president has not been found with collusion, but this fucking Mueller guy wants to give the Dems a reason. Now, my whole point here is cheese face David Lopan in the face Pelosi, the gremlin in the wedding dress Maxine Waters, Corey the fucking diseased bald head eagle looking Booker,
Spartacus.
Yeah, fucking Kamala sniffing coke off a cock Harris and Nadler. Yeah, and Nadler, that fucking heart failure having motherfucker. Let me tell you guys something, man. Okay? It is over. Okay? And the reason why Americans need to speak up, we voted Trump in. Russia did not set any type of standard, did not interfere to say, you know what? We are going to give you Donald Trump. That shit did not happen. You guys fucking lost. And that's that. Okay? That's that. So Nancy Pelosi, AOC, and the rest of you stupid, dumb sons of bitches, I'm just going to tell it once. Okay? Worry about the elections that's coming. You trying to impeach him before the debates or before we go to the ballot box is not going to work. You're not going to get him out the picture. If anything, you stupid sons of bitches are helping him get voted again. So The moral of the story here for Jay Cotto to you fucking dumb Dems is this: appreciate what you have in this president, okay? And those that are believing CNN and everyone else, stop it.
I
Stop it.
love liberal tears.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love liberal
It's
tears.
all fucking fake news. All of this shit is just a big stagnation on the
Here's
part of the fucking left, and this is not happening. Okay, it's not gonna happen.
here's the problem.
Go ahead.
They thought he was one of them
Right.
because he went to the Academy Awards, he did all that shit and all that. He played a clown, and now it's like he's not one of us. He's not one of us. Oh my god! So Hollywood's freaking out because they thought, and I don't get why Hollywood even gives a shit. I really don't. I have no idea why those people care who's president.
Right.
You know, I really, really don't. And they're pissed off because they didn't get their way. You get a bunch of, and of course you get the millennials who supported Hillary, who've never lost anything in their lives, losing their shit. And it's like, you lost an election. Do you know how many elections I've seen lost?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I remember being very disgruntled when that piece of shit Clinton beat Bush. I remember being very disgruntled when that piece of shit Obama beat that piece of shit McCain. You know, and I'm saying this as a former Republican who, saw John McCain, talked to the people in his office, did all this stuff, and thinking he doesn't give a shit. Here's the deal: I'm speaking this as someone who is not a party person. I don't belong to any party. I used to work for Dick Armey, who
Right.
was majority leader of the House of Representatives.
Right. Right.
The party, we have a bully party, the Democrats. We have a pussy party, the Republicans. Whoever you belong to, your side's either getting it shoved up their asses or the other side's greasing themselves up to do it.
Right.
And they're all getting stuff from the same people. That is a
Well,
reason why
Steph, I hate to say it, but when we had Obama in office and we ran Romney against Obama,
don't
what
even.
the hell?
I know. Well, see, and that's why I don't belong to a party now. I mean, I'm not going to vote for a Democrat. You'd have to force choke me, and I'll just kill me. I'm not gonna.
I hear
I've
you.
never been a Democrat. I was raised better than that. I got no truck with the Democrats in my life, but they're wrong.
Yeah.
They're so wrong.
Yeah.
They're not Democrats like they think they used to be. Like they hold up Jack Kennedy as a bastion of Democrat glory. He would have been a Republican now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the God's truth.
Yeah, and I'll tell you guys right now, I walked away from the left the first week Obama went back on his word and signed that. I left. I said, you know what? You Democrats are full of shit. Then I just became just basically with no party. I waited for the Obama era to end, and then I voted fucking Trump. You're goddamn right I did.
Yeah, and I tell you, you want to know when I voted for Trump? I was going to vote for Gary Johnson. And then Thunder Thighs said irredeemable deplorables.
Yeah, wow.
All right.
Thighs.
My husband is not irredeemable. He is a retired Marine Corps officer. 30 years. Neither of us are irredeemable or deplorable. We just don't like your fat fucking ass, you lying, corrupt bitch, and your stupid husband. And you know what? You gave me the perfect, segue to vote for Donald Trump, and I'm not regretting it one goddamn bit.
Right. Exactly. Craig, how you feeling about this shit?
Craig?
Is Craig taking his shit?
Might be. Maybe he's using some of John's wipes.
Well, I can say this much. Craig
ahead,
and I, we tag team AOC every single day.
Right.
So, I mean,
you do.
we tag team the hell out of AOC and even are, don't even get me started there because I'll rant for the next 3 hours. But I mean, we have fun with it because let's face it, I don't think we've ever had a dumber Congress in our entire life. You've got Ilhan Omar in there. You've got AOC. You've got that fat bitch from Minnesota, and you've got all these hardcore left-leaning women that don't know their head from their ass. I wish we could say we had good representation as far as Democrats in there, like moderates, but we
Yeah.
don't anymore.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You don't. They don't. Just,
If I might jump in here,
Go ahead, bro.
touching briefly on something Stephanie said, and then touching on something Jay said. Stephanie first, regarding the past and historical figures. People think JFK was a fucking communist sympathizer. He was the biggest cold warrior you could ever imagine.
Yep.
And then what about the Democrats screwing around with all this hate rhetoric? They don't have their shit together. I mean, if you take away all their arguments and just look at the how they're functioning, they're not functioning. They are going to be no closer to. My number one priority, if I was a Democrat, would be, okay, how can we avoid this Bernie shit at the last DNC, because he was our guy.
Exactly.
They actually let that happen. That was still one of the most unbelievable points in the election.
It was. Yeah, they
That
stole
was
it from
who
him.
all their people wanted.
Yep.
Nobody wanted Hillary.
Nobody.
maybe Bob Iger was actually running the DNC.
Maybe.
Probably.
Rar. That's all I can say. Rar.
Rawr.
Yeah.
But I know some people. I know one person in particular that jumped to Trump because Bernie wasn't nominated, and it had nothing to do at that point with being Democrat or being Republican. He was just voting against the establishment, and I kind of see his point a little bit.
Yeah.
But
it's time for the anti-establishment people, the punkers among us, and that's what we kind of are right now, to say, fuck you, we're going to take this and we're going to do it the right way.
Right.
I mean, I'm done. I'm done with establishment parties. Paul Ryan fucked us over. He fucked us over in the last election. He didn't do a goddamn thing. He didn't try to help Trump because he's afraid of him. And the reason why is because the DC establishment knows that the moment all those emails come clear, there's going to be a lot of people on both sides. They're going to be in a lot of trouble. And that's what's going on. They're terrified.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he's got the right guy to do what he has to do.
Right.
You know what? I've got a friend who's got connection. He's just laughing his ass off. And if you notice something, Hillary Clinton's not said a word publicly, really, in a long time. She's going on. She's got her stupid speaking tour. But really, she's running scared.
See her on The View with the other cows.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's it.
Yeah. And fucking Whoopi Goldberg and the rest of them, especially that fucking Sonny Hostins. Shut the fuck up. And then that loudmouth bitch too. What's her name? Anna Navarro.
Yeah. Oh God,
I can't listen. Yes, she's a fucking cow. Oh my God, I can't stand that woman, man. I can't stand that woman. And
drink mimosas and get people to scream along with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want to tell them that Trump is and he's a collusion.
Bitch, shut up. Just shut up. Swallow a whole fucking red pepper.
Yeah.
Ghost pepper at that,
Yeah. I just look at him and go, I don't care.
Not the last election, but the one before that, 2012. I was a Ron Paul guy. Not the man necessarily, but what he fucking represented.
Right.
Yeah.
I think his presence got things rolling a certain way. I mean, I think we're going to have to get further away from it to tell, but I like that idea, that whole the government doesn't owe you anything.
Right. No, it doesn't. I mean,
I do not understand America today because all of us on this panel were pretty much basically right around the same age. I know, like, when I went to college, that's exactly what it was. It was, you went to school to get an education, to get a better job when you left college or university or whatever you might want to call it. now university is not about a learning institution, it's about a breeding ground, to actually pump these ideas into kids. Who cares about lesbian dance? You know, if you get a degree in lesbian dance, what the hell? You know?
Yeah.
Well, you know, you gotta understand is that the
This
nation
was
of
public
Hungary,
education money gone too far, and I
yeah, well, the nation of Hungary actually got rid of gender studies because they say it's useless.
Hmm.
You know, I'm pissed.
I mean,
I-
why we need to do that too.
I actually have an axe to grind that I don't talk about often. I have never been able to qualify for public education of any kind post high school.
Right.
I make too much money.
Mm.
And even the times that, I've been a little more down on my luck and not making a lot, I've tried it. I can't get my hands on it.
Yeah.
Historically, throughout the last 20 years, and I see these people getting full fucking degrees, and they willfully and happily take a job at Walmart after they get out. They don't do anything with it.
Right.
I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Do you have any idea how valuable this is? You're working at the bakery in a fucking Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this is not a situation where this person couldn't find anything else. I want to make that clear. It was they're just like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm gonna go work at Walmart.
Yeah.
It's wrong. You know, here's the deal. Mike Rowe, you guys know who Mike Rowe is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Deadliest Catch guy. You know,
Yeah.
he's actually like a really cool guy. He's got that thing where he's giving out people degrees to go to schools that teach you like welding or carpentry and stuff. These are things that are needed.
Trade skills.
I know welders. I know plumbers. I know carpenters that make a hell of a lot more than we do.
Oh man,
Yeah.
And
especially when you start your own business doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something else. If you really need a degree in lesbian butt studies, get your degree. Learn how to weld.
Mm-hmm.
Save your money, and then spend the money on the degree yourself. Don't ask, the taxpayers to pay for that, because you're never going to get anything out of it. Because what I look at is, when your tax money goes to somebody else's tuition, that's an investment in the future.
Right.
It's not like you're going in for mathematics or, a history, just learning how to teach history, which is a valuable thing, by the way.
Urban Morales, yes, they are shitholes, but you can still attend one and avoid the whole thing. It's possible.
Well, the perfect example of bad tax dollars at work. Look at AOC. She got a degree in economics, and she thought an accounting error was free money.
Jesus Christ.
She's an idiot.
Red Glove Military says, I'm going for a major in lesbian culinary arts and a minor in being fabulous.
Holy shit, Red Glove, you're crazy. My man Irving Morales says, those calling for sex strikes weren't getting laid in the first place. I have to agree.
They would. Like I was saying, more for us.
Yeah.
Bye, girls. We'll take it.
Yeah. What red-blooded male would want a blue and purple-haired whale?
Ew.
So the only thing attractive that I've seen come out of the left there was Alyssa Milano. I gotta say, she's hot, dude. She is. She's hot.
Ew. Man,
She
that bitch is haggard. She was. Now
see her and Enter the Vampire. Holy shit.
Now she looks like she fucking washes her fucking backside with Brillo pads, man. She wakes up in a bad mood every day. Man, talk about I'm having a sex strike. Listen, if that works for you, bitch. Yeah.
Grew up watching her grow up on women. We know.
Yeah.
Some women hit the wall when they hit 30. Just most of them don't decide to go face first.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, well, I was 45, so.
But look how you look, and look how Alyssa Milano looks. She looks like she hasn't slept in fucking since 2016. None of these she looks terrible. She looks horrible. Her nose is getting more pointy. She's becoming more of a witch. You know what I mean? She's
Well,
looking.
she's you
Nothing's
know,
worse than a SJW like her once they have kids.
Well,
you
there
know,
was a
They're
report
ready to
put out
legislate the world.
about 3 months ago, literally stating that conservative women are like 80% happier than liberal women.
Right.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's about how they live their lives. Liberal women are miserable because they look at the outside world and they're looking for something to complain about, while conservative women take full responsibility for their lives and accept responsibility for what they actually do.
In other words, they're miserable because they choose to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, Daddy didn't love me. My husband left me. Um, I mean, look around Hollywood, and how many of those women are single,
Uh-huh.
and they adopt kids by themselves because they're so crazy a guy won't deal with them.
Yep.
I mean, there's a reason. There's a reason why Brad Pitt dumped Jennifer Aniston, and it's not because she's not as good looking as Angelina. It's because Jennifer Aniston is batshit crazy.
Yeah, and she was talking about I don't want to have kids, and Brad is looking at her like, "Bitch, I married you. We're supposed to have a family sometime, and you're talking about
Yeah.
you don't want to ruin
So-
your body. Like that's crazy."
And there's a
Yeah.
reason why Rosie O'Donnell's oldest daughter ran away from her and chose to go to military school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Because
Chose.
these women are just, they don't have anything. Even the ones I've known that have been married, that got divorced or separated, they don't have anything, because here's the thing about them. I'm going to tell you something about women in general, but leftist women in particular.
Right.
They're very selfish and they're very narcissistic.
Right.
And it bleeds into their politics. It bleeds. Hey, you know what? There's a reason why Star Wars is fucked up. Because it's not about Star Wars anymore. It's about Kathleen Kennedy. It's about, now the former employee, Carrie Hart. It's about it's about Pablo Hidalgo virtue signaling. It's about all these idiots. It's not about what they should be writing. It's about them.
Steph, you muted yourself.
Craig is trying to get in.
Oh, okay.
He can't get back on. Mox, you want to hook him up? I tried sending him, but the hard link, but he couldn't get on.
Well, see, you got to understand, liberal women wind up with creepy porn lawyer.
Right.
Plain simple.
They wind up with Avenatti. You stupid mother.
Wind up with stripper Matlock.
Yeah. Stripper Matlock.
That's what Kurt Buster calls him.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, and it's right. It's perfect. I mean, no, he's going to go to jail.
Yeah, I hope he does.
The idiot has to pay Trump over $200,000. And, what? And then she goes, well, nothing really happened. It's like, really? Nothing really happened? Are you kidding me? Oh, thank you now for telling us after how much money was spent on a goddamn trial.
Right. Yeah.
Irvin Morales, I have a 22-year-old son, and what you just said is the reason why he is sadly MGTOW for now. he is a proud MGTOW. That's really sad.
Mm.
And the thing is, I totally understand his thinking. It's hard to give him hope.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
There are good women out there. You just gotta.
You
gotta sort through it.
You gotta dig. You gotta look. You gotta do your homework. You know what I mean?
You gotta stop swiping right and look in real places.
Exactly, and put down the goddamn phones, please. Let's get back into looking into each other's eyes, not looking into each other's pictures and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's time for reality to go on it. I mean, I've got a friend who has homeschooled all 13 of her kids. She's got one daughter and 12 sons. I don't know how she's going to do it. I don't know.
This might be a good topic for the next show too. Is social media fucking up our kids and dating?
Oh yeah, definitely. I already wrote it down. But let's move on from this shit because it's getting a bit depressing. I'm starting to get the urge to want to smack somebody. So let's get right. You know what I'm saying, Steph? Right, guys? So all right. So this is a question that you know I know the answer to, of course, and I'm only sure most of you do, but most of you don't. You see, us men, we're beer drinkers, and so are the ladies. So the question is beer good for us? Now I have to say yes, beer is good for us. Not very good for us, but it's good for us. Let's just say beer has carbohydrates. You see, if you guys are gonna go weight lift or work out or anything, hey, you open up a can, you drink it down, and then you go work out. And I guarantee you're not going to be drunk. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold says so. No, I'm just kidding. You know, that's you know, beer is pretty good, especially if you're trying to put on weight, and you know, the carbohydrates in the beer is very good. Anybody else know why beer is good for you? Anybody want to take a stab at this?
I could give you some history about it, but
Break it down, girl.
All right.
Break it down.
okay. Back in the Middle Ages, people couldn't drink fresh water because it was, you wouldn't want to drink that. It's like, you know, Mexico.
Right.
That's why you get sick and die from it. So in the morning, they would drink a very weak version of beer
Right.
that would basically be part of their breakfast. And you know, actually, that's not a bad way to wake up if it doesn't really have any alcohol in it. Henry VIII drank a huge like thing full of it in the morning, and that's just like an example. But yeah, people didn't drink water.
Right.
They drank beer. In fact, beer was actually invented where? Ancient Egypt.
Wow. Look at
Ancient
that.
Egypt. Yep. Yep.
Look at that shit, guys. Egypt. Motherfuckers are getting tossed in Egypt.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
They had they had Budweiser, Corona. They had Egyptian Budweiser and Corona, man. That's right. Beer and bourbon, Handstar says. This Boar's art says very bottled down, very watered down beer. Yes, James says can probably create beer pyramids. Irving Morales says call me a wuss, but I don't drink or smoke. It's just not my thing. Hey, brother, more power
Fine.
to you. God bless you.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You know,
God bless you.
I have beer, but I drink. I like beer, but I drink wine.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, so. You know, my husband used to, but it was giving him some weird hangovers, so he quit. So it's probably some, I don't know, some weed thing or something, but he doesn't drink it anymore.
Mm.
That's fine. You know.
Yeah. No, that's that's fine.
It's each to his own. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
So,
Hey, nothing wrong with that, brother. You know, nothing wrong with that, kid. If anything, your kids in the future, if you decide to have, it will be very healthy. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't have to worry about any types of damn man, I should have drunk so much beer, or you know what I mean? Like you won't have to worry about defects and shit. That's the only way I can see that in my future. If I don't fuck with any type of liquors or you know, or any type of narcotics or whatever the fuck, you know, you're actually clean, brother. You should be proud of that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're awesome, bro. Hell yeah. All right, man.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna move into the next segment, which is movies we love. And today we're going to feature Big Trouble in Little China. Who can talk about this movie, baby? Let's go. Let's get it. Yeehaw! Big Trouble in Little China with Kurt. Now that movie had to be the most funniest shit in the 80s, man. Bro, that was the best movie that's one of the best movies that I've ever seen. And for the special effects at the time, you know, everything was done with either animatronics or, you know, latex and shit like that. There was no computer graphics, you know, as, you know, just yet as powerful as Lucasfilms made it. You know what I mean? With this movie, it was all on some simple shit, but it was mostly the way it was written, you know, and the way they you know, they mixed in the Chinese mythology, you know, with the gods, the lightning gods, and I mean, it was such. And Kim Cattrall, oh my god, and that other Chinese chick, I forgot her name, with the blue eyes. Oh my god, this was a great movie. Now the kung fu dudes, dude, they used to swell up and shit, and that shit was funny when he got so upset he kept swelling up and he blew up. I mean, it was a great fucking 80s movie, man. And I mean, Mox, do you know anything about this?
Yes, I do. I grew up watching Big Trouble in Little China, and you are right. Both of those women were incredibly beautiful women back in that day.
Oh,
Kurt Russell played an incredible part in that. He has always been exceptional in almost everything I've seen him in. The amazing thing that I find is they are actually talking about rebooting this movie now. And I pray to God that they do not ever touch that movie and just leave that thing as it is.
yeah.
They will never, ever be able to recover the magic that that movie created.
No, unless they get the original cast. You know, if they were to get Kurt Russell, if they were to get King Cattrall, if they were to get David Lopan, well, they can get David Lopan, Nancy Pelosi, perfect. So there you go. You know what I mean? That would be perfect.
You know how that'll turn out? It'll turn out like the reboot of Total Recall. It'll turn out like I just remember today in 2015 they rebooted Poltergeist, and that movie was so bad I forgot that it existed.
Oh my God, I didn't even know that.
Did?
Yes, they did.
Oh my God.
Well, they did that with Fright Night also.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
can't
the
do
scary
that.
part is if they redo the movie, I suspect they'll probably call it Big Trouble in Little Woke China.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I just, I'm going to tell you something. Fright Night is one of my all-time favorite vampire movies. It's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. And Chris Sarandon is one of my favorite actors. I got to tell you, I have a theory about vampires. And he was so fucking sexy in that movie. Holy shit.
Harry Hamlin?
Oh, no. Chris Sarandon.
Steph, I'm not
Fright
gay,
Night.
but I gotta say that was one good-looking dude.
Yeah, he was. And he played that part to the hilt. And then when he turned into what he really was, it was like, oh my gosh.
Wait a minute. We're talking about the same Fright Night, the original Fright Night?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Okay, the vampire was Harry Hamlin.
No, it wasn't. It was Chris Sarandon.
Really?
Yep.
God, have I seen Harry Hamlin in anything besides Clash of the Titans?
No, not Harry Hamlin, not him. I'm sorry. You're right. You're absolutely right. Right. You're absolutely right.
He and that. Oh my God. What a great what a great movie.
That was a great movie.
And
yes,
when
it
they
was.
remade it, it was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
Well, that movie could not have been made also without Roddy McDowall.
Oh, of course. No, Roddy McDowall. That's a legend right there, boy.
He ran with that. It's like
Does anybody remember The Black Hole? Probably the only Disney movie I actually liked.
Yes, the original Black Hole. Yes, I do.
Roddy McDowall was Vincent the robot in that little friendly robot.
Yeah.
The robot on the good side. I wanted to mention, though, I think it's really important to emphasize some people, younger people, they're okay with this rebooting shit. And like, I don't know. I feel it's like my job to re-educate people on why originality is so damn important.
And you're right.
Well, the one movie that got rebooted that should have never, ever been touched was Red Dawn.
Oh yeah, they never did
such piece of shit too.
Wolverines.
Yeah.
You'll never see this. You'll never see the scene. Get up here and piss in that radiator.
Yeah, never again.
No, you won't. And I mean the cast. I mean, Christ, Patrick Swayze, C. Thomas Howell, Leah Thompson. I mean, it was like, Harry Dean Stanton playing your dad.
Very young Leah Thompson.
Oh yeah.
Avenge me.
Yeah, that was an awesome fucking movie, man. Star Wars Dad. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Steph. You thought what?
I cried at the end of that.
You could. I mean, listen, that movie. There was one thing that really stuck out to me, and I will never forget it to this day. It was a great movie, Red Dawn. But that dictator that was there, guys, did this motherfucker have the most neatest, thickest mustache ever, bro?
Oh, yeah. Williams.
Dude, he played a Russian to the core, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was a Spetsnaz, colonel?
Yeah.
He shows up. William, by the way, I've got a friend who is a friend of his. He tells me all kinds of things about that guy. He was in a movie with Harrison Ford and Gene Wilder called The Frisco Kid.
Right. Yeah.
And, yeah, he was really good in that too. But he, he's a huge man. I mean, he's a really big man.
Yeah.
And a really, really nice guy. But yeah, that was great. Oh God, Powers Booth.
Yeah, Powers Booth, man, he rest in peace. That was I used to love Philip Marlowe, Private Eye.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Guys, we are all going to cry though because it's greenlit and it looks like we are going to get a reboot for the Goonies.
No.
I heard that.
No.
It was supposed to be a sequel. Richard Donner was considering it.
Yes, it was supposed to be a sequel, but now I'm hearing it's supposed to be a complete reboot.
You know what? We'll leave that for next week's fucking. We'll leave that for. But Star Wars, that I wanted to ask you, man. What do you remember from Big Trouble in Little China?
Oh my God, my favorite scene, the Pork Chop Express.
That fucking Mack truck was awesome, bro. Oh shit!
There was a scene in there where they had to dress Kurt Russell up as some ignorant, like, businessman or something, and they cut to him acting like a ignorant businessman. I'm trying to remember that. For some reason, that struck me as funny as hell. Right when they cut to him and he starts like acting the part.
Yeah.
And I remember Raiden, which,
of course, that blew our minds, man.
That inspired. That would go on to inspire Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah. Remember that part, Maze, where the roof broke open and then he just slid down like if he was just holding a pole and shit with one arm, and he just slid down the electricity. And then when he fucking kidnapped the girl and shit, he just rolled right back up on the lightning. That shit, I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. That was great, man.
I have heard in certain circles that was also the inspiration for Metallica's "Ride the Lightning."
Oh, look at that.
There we go. But dude, the Pork Chop Express, but the biggest thing I remember from Big Trouble in Little China will always be Gracie Lowe, dude.
Is that the Chinese girl with the green eyes, with the blue eyes? Thank you. John, I love you. Thank you for her name. Thank you. Thank you.
And echo to what Mox said earlier, I believe today it would be called Big Trouble in Little Land of Asian Cultures.
Right? Yeah.
Big Trouble
Couldn't even
with
say China.
Unicorns. That's probably what it would be. You'd have a transgender lead that's confused about things, that has to, God knows what, ride a bone to get God knows where. Yeah.
They'll probably call that shit fucking bird flu in Little China. Let's move on. Now we're gonna get into, of course, Steph. Ask a Real Lady. This is her segment, and of course she's going to have a little bit else something to say, after she answers these two questions. But one gentleman had asked Steph, he wants to know, he goes, I don't know how to tell my girlfriend it's over. Now, he didn't leave any type of reason why. I think this is going to be sort of like a detective work for you right now. He just wants to tell her it's over. I guess what he's trying to say is he probably wants to tell her it's over without hurting her. I guess, I don't know, because the question just says, how do I tell my girlfriend it's over? That's what it says there.
You tell her to her face. You don't tell her in an email. You don't tell her in a text. You don't tell her on FaceTime. You don't tell her on Skype. You don't leave a Post-it note. You tell her to your face. Be a man and tell it to her face. A, it's good for you to do that as a man. B, it's good for her to see you say that, because then it's real. She's not asking questions for the rest of her life.
Right.
Now, you now, like most guys, probably don't want to see her cry. Well, she'll either get really mad, and that'll suck, or she'll cry, which will suck. Right. Either way, she's got to know from you yourself in person, and don't call her, okay? Because that's just, that's just as bad as anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I say. Do be a man and tell her to her face.
Okay, so there you have it. You tell it to her face, okay? Make sure you tell her that. Now, the next question is,
Unless she's shown evidence, she'll kill you.
yeah, you might want to tell her from across the street.
But for the
Definitely.
most part, Steph is totally correct.
Yes, sir. Yep, definitely. Now, the next question is interesting. Okay, the next, this gentleman wants to know, how do I tell my mom to get along with my girl? Now, that's a good one. That is a very good one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there we
It's funny. My dad never met my husband. My mom did. She was at her wedding. She got along with Rudy fine.
Right.
I get along with his mother fine.
Right.
I know plenty of different stories where mom-in-law doesn't get along with daughter-in-law, and I think because one is basically your present and your past, and there's your present and your future. You pretty much have to tell mom, hey, look, I'm married to her. You're gonna have to get used to it.
Right.
Okay. And I know guys are really love their moms, and it's hard for them. But I tell you something, you're gonna if she's getting to the point where it's affecting your relationship with your girlfriend, you need to put your foot down. Okay. Right. Be again a grown up, a man, but her son, and say, look, you can't do this to Diana anymore, or Jennifer, or Ashley, whatever the hell her name is,
or Penny, or Stacy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's you're hurting her, and you're hurting me too.
Right.
All right, and a lot of mothers will take offense to that because, someday I'm going to do a rant about mommies. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes mommies need to know to chill the hell out.
Right.
But they need to know that it's time to let go, cut the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
And you obviously want that cut anyway.
Yeah.
Do it. If you have to do it yourself, do it. Doesn't mean you have to put your mom, off.
Right.
Just say, hey, look, you're going to get along with her. Okay. That's the bottom line. And if she gets mad, say, hey, look, this is my decision, not yours.
Right.
I'm a grown ass man. Okay. And really, moms out there, if you're doing that to your sons, just freaking quit it. Okay. Just fucking quit it. Okay. Because I'll tell you something, there's nothing more unattractive than a damn mama's boy.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can't stand that shit.
I can't.
That it's fucking gross. Yeah, definitely. Everything has the pet.
One of those that can destroy a marriage.
Oh yeah.
And there are a lot of moms that do try it. No one's good enough for my little Fauntleroy.
Yes, ma'am. Take it away. It's all yours.
All right. So the other night I'm screwing around, and Mark Hamill was posting pictures of him, Harrison Ford, Billy D. Williams, and George Lucas standing in front of the Millennium Falcon. And this guy named Peter Fletcher, who used to write for Star Wars Galaxy, and he's an author, was mocking them for their age. And then Jason Ward of MakingStarWars.net jumps and goes, diabetes. Now I'm gonna tell you guys something. Here's my opinion. You're a Star Wars fan. Let's say like you grew up with it. You know who those guys are. What the fuck are you doing disrespecting them? Because they're older? Here's the deal. My mother was 92 years old when she passed away. My parents were always older. I was always taught to respect people, okay, no matter what their ages were. And nowadays, we've got people in Hollywood, Pablo Hidalgo is one of them, and several others, basically wanting to throw away the older people that were part of Star Wars for decades because they might be in their 60s or 70s. All right, this pisses me off. This hurts my heart. It's disrespectful. You don't throw any human being away at all for what their ages are. And I'm going to say this. If you ever look at pictures of Pete Fletcher, he's not exactly a spring chicken. He's probably 60 years old. Okay. Jason Ward, diabetes. Has he seen himself lately? He looks like he stuffed so many potatoes into his cheeks. He's a squirrel. And then You know, there's Pablo Hidalgo who looks like he's
A fucking squirrel.
no, and then there's Pablo Hidalgo who looks like he's a candidate for heart bypass surgery.
Yes.
You know, I'm like, excuse me, you ageist, bigoted fucks. Sorry.
Right. No. Go ahead, girl.
Harrison Ford could break you all with like walnuts. Okay, you know, Pablo Hidalgo has never ever said a gracious thing about George Lucas at all. They continually disrespect Mark Hamill. They want him gone. We all saw the with a marked out picture of Luke outside of that cubicle in that video. I made a video on it. You know, they don't like these people because they're old.
Yeah.
They don't have anything left to give. You know, we want something new and fresh. You're new and fresh, ends up at Ollie's for $2 a piece.
Right.
You know, in a buyout from Target and Walmart. So here's what you can do with your new and fresh. Shove it up your fat asses. Okay? I mean, Jesus. I can't tell you how angry I was. Because we all know that if they'd have done the movies right and let the older characters tell the story, they would be raking in billions. You know, and they don't get it. They don't get it. They think if we just last long enough, they'll all forget it. No, we won't. And I'll tell you something else. The kids don't like it either, and they're not coming to it.
Right.
They're not. So, I mean, I had a friend who took his kid to Disney World, and she dressed up as Ray 3 years in a row. This year she didn't.
Right.
And it's like she just didn't want to do it anymore. You know? And it's like, okay. And but disrespecting the past because Harrison Ford's going to be 78. Oh, and by the way, they're starting filming of Indiana Jones 5 next week.
Yes.
So there you go. Yeah. He's so old. It's like, and I got something to say about that in private, you guys. He said something in an interview.
Yeah.
That really hurt my heart.
Yeah.
But and I don't even think he realized he said it, but it was something I kind of key in on things.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you say, you know, you can't treat those guys like they're throwaway. They're what made Star Wars. I mean, George Lucas, for Christ's sakes.
These are jewels, man. These are gems in life.
Yeah, but it's George Lucas. You guys wouldn't have jobs.
Exactly.
Without him.
Fucking people,
You know?
man.
I mean, then they wonder why
They deserve to not have jobs, even though they do have his influence to build on.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure why Pablo still is there, because we all know what happened this time last year.
Mm-hmm.
He was crying into his beer saying, I didn't deserve this. You're just being mean because I'm just a little geek. I have all those tweets when he was going to James Gunn asking if he should be concerned about his job. And now he's like, well, I'm safe. Nobody's job is safe, okay? And when episode 9 flops and Kennedy leaves, you're gonna see a lot of people leave. I mean, I can't get any numbers for Star Wars, the new Star Wars novels, and how well they've been selling.
Right.
Nobody will tell me. Nobody cares. I want those numbers because that's the stuff that Pablo Hidalgo and those guys actually work on.
Right.
Okay. And then there's Jason Ward. You know, Mr. I know everything about Star Wars, mocking Mark Hamill, mocking Harrison Ford.
Ridiculous.
Really, and then that guy Pete Fletcher, who's, I'm sorry, definitely not a spring chicken, and I think you guys saw his picture.
Yeah.
Because I sent it to Max. You saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looks
Mark,
like Father.
yeah, he's bald. He's got gray hair. He looks like he's 60.
He looked like the fucking one of the judges from the Muppets. Remember those guys?
Yeah.
I think.
So here's my thing. If I see you mocking an actor that's older, between the age of 60 and 80, because they're older and you want new and fresh, consider everything I say about you a knuckle sandwich right to the mouth.
Boom.
I think this, historically speaking, and I've said this before, I think in like the private chats, that historically speaking, when you preach from your movement from a podium of hate, which is all these guys do, every last one of them, sooner or later, there's something in people, they get tired of listening to your shit. And sooner or later, these guys are all going to implode. The whole fucking movement, the whole lot of them. everybody's just, we're not even going to be fighting back anymore. We're just going to be like, whatever, we're moving on. You sit there and be an asshole.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's just, I mean,
it will happen sooner or later.
And then, you know, we've got a franchise that venerates mentors: Obi-Wan, Yoda, Qui-Gon, you know, even Palpatine.
Right.
You know, and now we're shitting on them. You know,
fucking ridiculous.
It's like, you know what, Jason, fuck off and just fuck off. Just Fletcher, you know.
Go find your talent in traffic, you son of a bitch.
It seems numerous. I mean, I even see poor Shaq. She talks about these people all the time. You know, and they're it can't continue because people are just going to get tired of listening to it.
I mean, when you got people on the left who hate it, you know, like my sister, who's a psychologist, is like, this division is dangerous for people, and don't get her started with the gender stuff.
Yeah,
because she says it's all a lie. Right. They're hurting people by saying that. These people need help. Mm-hmm. They don't need to be enabled. They need help. Yes. And it's, you know, and she's a psychologist, you know, and she's speaking from experience. I'm just like, you know, one of these days, if I get up my podcast, I'm going to bring her on and we'll talk about Raylo. Because, oh boy, will she have a lot to say about Raylo.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So she, you know, but anyway, that was my rant. It hurt my heart. You know, the idea of disrespecting Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill and George Lucas and Billy D. Williams because they're older is just, you know.
Squirrels. It's gross, man.
Yeah. Squirrels. So
it's gross. Yeah.
You know, anyway.
That's just nasty and gross.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's fucking, oh man, that shit makes no sense, man. I mean, like I said, they're just a bunch of cults of vultures, you know, and bitches like that who are disrespecting legends and gems in our lifetime, you know, and you know, guys that have brought us things that will never ever take place again. Well, you know, it's unfortunate that you're a dumb son of a bitch. But now, you know, but thank you very much, Steph. Thanks, man. And next week you're gonna catch her with another topic as well, man. And go check her out at the Cantina, baby. Definitely. Now we're gonna get into the second, close to the last segment, and we're gonna talk about bands we grew up on. And I just want you guys to listen to this real fast. Can you hear that?
No.
Shit. Okay. Well, we're gonna talk about. As a matter of fact, this gentleman is basically everybody. And when I say everybody, this gentleman is everybody's idol. This gentleman is everything to music. This man is an innovator, and well, you guys are gonna have to just basically hold on for a second, because I mean this is very worth listening to, and you need to listen. You definitely need to listen. So without any further ado, yeah, Jimi Hendrix, baby.
There must be some kind of way out of here.
Now,
I think he was an innovator, Jay.
Yeah,
but I was not a fan.
It's okay. You will become a fan once we go deeper into Jimi Hendrix, because this man perfected the electric guitar. He perfected a certain style that this is the reason why you have had your musicians like Prince and Hammett from Metallica and other greats, because of Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix is the six-string murderer, you know, and Maze. Could you please break down a little bit of Jimi Hendrix, because Maze himself is an amazing guitar player. Go ahead, bro.
Jimmy wasn't just a musician. I mean, he was a force of nature, to quote Jack Bruce.
Mm.
The importance of digging Hendrix, and I had to learn this through the years of just listening, and I never forced myself to listen to anybody too heavily. There was a guy, I don't know if you guys know the guitarist Eric Johnson.
Mhm.
He said, like Jimmy Page did this with the guitar and Keith Richards did that with the guitar. He said when they got to Jimmy, they were like, what did Jimmy do? And he said, Jimmy made the guitar sound like it was from outer space. I have always used that analogy, and it's an important one.
Yeah.
The other thing was this is real funny. When I was a kid, when we were all growing up in the 80s, Prince and the fucking Revolution and Purple Rain was just the album
Oh,
for a little while there.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I was in that phase, and I was beginning to dig through my dad's vinyl, and I pulled out a Hendrix album. I'm like, who is this guy? It kind of reminds me of Prince. And my dad was like, shit. So that guy was doing Prince before Prince was he said something dirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something to do with sperm. But,
Okay. I got you. Yeah, go ahead. Continue, brother.
A lot of things that people don't know about Hendrix and his death is I actually want to know where he was going to take it beyond where he took it. I mean, the albums are there, but I remember there's a guy named I quoted Jack Bruce a while ago. He was with the Clapton band Cream. They did Sunshine of Your Love and White Room and those hits.
Right.
Jack Bruce was actually offered the first bass gig in Led Zeppelin, but he didn't take it. And you're like, why the hell wouldn't you take that gig? Because he was going to join up with Jimmy for a new album in 1971. Now, who wouldn't pass that up? I mean, who would,
Yeah, yeah. Who
if
wouldn't
it was
fucking wanna
Hendrix,
do it?
Hendrix over Zeppelin? Fuck yeah.
Fuck.
And then Jimmy died, and Jack was left. Oh my God, he was left out in the cold. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I really like to listen to where and think about where Jimmy would have taken everything else. Now, why is his shit so good? Like I said, it's not something that you necessarily hear. It may be something that you feel one day when you watch it, like when you're watching him rip into that live version of Johnny Be Good that sounds otherworldly compared to how Chuck Berry did it.
Oh yeah.
Or
how about 9 to the Universe?
Yes. Or the
Beautiful.
live version of 1983. And I do want to mention, if you do like him, you do like Hendrix, there is a guy out there that impersonates him perfectly.
Yes,
named Randy Hansen.
Yeah. Man, bro.
I don't know how the hell he does what he does, but it's flawless.
It's amazing. Steph, you remember anything on Hendrix?
Oh God, a lot of I think guitars that I like are probably very much affected. I'm kind of got a love-hate relationship with 60s music because I had it shoved in my face when I was a kid.
Right.
There's only so much where you're a little kid. You're like, you played the song 85 times. Please stop.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, but that's just the way the kids were back then. They just wouldn't stop doing it.
Oh, that sucks that you got put in that position, because nobody likes to be in that position with good music.
With anything. But like a lot of my favorite guitarists, like Eric Clapton, Mick Mars, whom I love, DJ Ashba, if you ever heard him, get Nikki Sixx's 6 a.m. albums, and I've never heard anybody play guitar that fast in my life so perfectly. that guy can freaking play. Slash, Randy Rhoads, before he died. There's so many, I can't even name them all, but they all look, when you start listening to them talk about who their influences were. Hendrix was a big influence on these guys.
Oh yeah.
When Mick Mars is almost 70 years old. He was very much older than the other guys in Motley Crue when he joined the band, and he'd already been in a couple of bands. And he, talks about his influences, and it's very interesting. His where he gets his ideas, where he got all of his ideas from, because you can hear a lot of blues stuff. You can hear a lot of Hendrix. You can hear a lot of different influences in his stuff. And it sort of kind of worked with what Nicky wanted and that loud rude guitar player he got. You know, he's one. I mean, Mick Mars and Slash and DJ, I think, are three of the guitarists I'd love to have worked with. You know, and Prince too, because Prince is a freaking good guitarist.
Oh, Prince was
Yeah, he was extremely underrated as a lead guitar player.
Oh yeah, and you know, but I you know, Hendrix, it's like one of those songs where I look at him and I can't quite touch him because my older siblings ruined him. They ruined the Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
they ruined the Rolling Stones for me too because it's like I can't. You know, so I went to punk, and I went to heavy metal, and I went to like the punk that Blondie was doing in Patti Smith and the Ramones, and of course Brit punk with the Sex Pistols.
Okay.
So if you ever hear an opening and I'm playing a Sex Pistols song in a video, I'm really pissed off. All right, because that's the music you listen to when you're about ready to kill somebody.
Yeah,
that's that guy that did the sound effects on Police Academy.
Oh, Michael Winslow.
Yes, he does a very funny impersonation of Jimi Hendrix.
And the guitar, man, it's so fucking
he's the
awesome.
greatest guitar player I've ever heard that's never touched a guitar in his life.
Right?
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. Well, John, I mean, you say you don't like Hendrix, but I mean, you want to touch on the man a bit?
I have to give the man props for what he accomplished, but I will go further back than Hendrix and say where I've got my musical inspirations from. It was definitely Chuck Berry.
Right.
To me, Chuck Berry is pretty much what started the revolution, with the guitar. Plus, how Chuck Berry lived, to me, says a lot more about the man than what Hendrix was. Hendrix was just a disaster, waiting to happen. I mean, unfortunately, like I can't ever define how much talent the man had. I can't ever say how much talent he had, but he was a walking disaster. And as far as I'm concerned, we're lucky, we had him around as long as we did. I'm surprised he didn't overdose before, his untimely death to begin with.
Right.
Nothing could destroy his talent, but he destroyed himself.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But Mox,
I don't think you can mention a single musician in existence from around the 70s forward that was not influenced or had hella respect for Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
Not only was this man an incredibly insane guitarist, he could make a guitar make sounds that I had never heard in music before. Yeah. He found a way to capture me into the music, and I could feel it in my soul in a way most other music just doesn't get me excited. I have to admit that him and Chuck Berry, both men deserve hellified respect simply for the fact that what they had to go through as men and musicians to get recognized and the respect they deserve in the first place, that had to be even 10 times harder than anyone else had to go through. Jimi Hendrix had earned the respect of every major musician of his time. Needless to say that Jim Morrison was a huge fan of his, and I will say it's not safe for work and it's not going to be very clean sounding music, but there is on YouTube a couple of songs that were never released of him and Morrison playing together as hell in a bar one night. They did a couple of songs. I will not tell you the names of them, but if you find them, you'll understand exactly why.
Yes, and I don't think we even got a new sound till Floyd.
Yes.
It was all Hendrix with new sounds until Floyd hit the scene.
Yeah,
that is true, and he even influenced the members of that band very greatly as well.
Yes.
And when you look at the music he put out, there was everything about him, his music, his style, everything about this man was completely original for the time.
Oh yeah.
He had even earned I forget her name, about the girl that sung me and Bobby McGee.
Oh God, Janis Joplin.
Janis Joplin was a huge fan of his. She loved him to death. They even met a couple of times.
Well, I mean, they used to fuck around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he really did influence music even to today. You look through the 80s and 90s, you would find a lot of really cool action movies that would include his music in them. And still today, you still hear his music played all the time on the radio and in movies and media.
And in Jay Cotto's crib.
Yes,
Definitely.
and there as well.
Definitely, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Well, before we get to Mox's minute, I want John, you fucking sick motherfucker, because I see you in the comment section here with your fucking jokes. You got to tell us one before we go, bro.
All right, what kind of joke do you want, bud?
Whatever you produce, brother, you a crazy motherfucker. Go ahead, bro. Let's get it.
All right, well, women might be able to fake orgasms, but men can fake a whole relationship.
It's true.
Okay.
All right. Okay. That's actually, I think, a point of a Sex and the City show, but
But I
seriously,
do love
Sex
I
and the
do
Shitty.
love the one that I told a few
I love
minutes
that
ago
show.
in the chat.
Well, why didn't you? Come on now.
Your birth certificate is an apology letter from the condom factory.
What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? That's some cold shit, bro. That's some cold shit, John. What the fuck? Wow. That's imagine telling somebody that shit. All right, I like this one. Why does Santa Claus have such a big sack? Because he only comes once a year.
Oh God. Oh God.
Well,
What
if
the
a woman
hell?
sleeps with 10 men, Jay, she's definitely a slut. But if a man does it, he's gay. He's definitely gay.
Oh man.
Yeah, you got to go
Okay.
there.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, before we go, man, we got to listen to Brother Mox. This is where we close the show, and you guys just basically gain a good fuck Springer moment. You get Mox's minute. This is something where you sit down and you meditate and you take it in, and it helps you through your whole week. You know what I mean? So, my man Mox, here's your minute.
Thanks, Jay. This week on my Mox's Minute is something I want to share with everybody. Sometimes in life, we have to learn to look at things from another point of view. It's easy for us to not understand why other people say or do things simply because we don't see the other side of the pillow. If we don't learn to open our eyes to other ideas and other possibilities, we will get lost and lose something about learning more about ourselves and another way to actually interact with the world and grow as people. Don't ever mistake taking a minute to learn from other people and what they're doing and how you can use it or how it could apply to help you in your life going forward. That's all I got for this Mox's Minute.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. And well,
All right.
guys, you'll catch us next week. Same fucking channel, same time. It'll be at 7. Definitely. The panel, say goodbye to the fans.
Okay. Good. Bye, guys.
Goodbye, fans.
All right, guys. Well, we love you all, man. You guys have a good night. And once again, this has been the Male Toxicity Show. Thank you for joining. We'll catch you guys next week, man. Over and out.